Blood and Dust, The Tale of Redstone. The year is 1887, and the rugged town of Redstone lies in the heart of Wyoming Territory. A once thriving mining town, it was torn apart by an explosion that killed most of the men in the town and left behind nothing but destruction. But what was left? A handful of survivors, all women, all forced to rebuild from the ashes of a lost past. At the center of this town is Clara Reyes, a former schoolteacher who, after the explosion, took on the role of leader. While most of the men were dead, she found herself at the helm, organizing the women to farm, hunt, and protect their homes. But leading in a world where survival is the only priority is no easy feat. Clara has a secret tone that's bound to haunt her. Before the explosion, she had an affair with Jebediah Wolf, a notorious outlaw who disappeared in the wake of the disaster. But, as she's about to learn, Jebediah didn't die in the blast. He's alive and he's returning to Redstone. Jebediah Wolf, once a feared figure, now walks the earth with a different mission: redemption. After the explosion, he thought he'd never make it out, but he did. And now, with a gang of ruthless outlaws on his heels, he has nowhere left to run. As he arrives at Redstone, battered and bruised, Clara sees him again after years of silence. Their past is messy. She hasn't forgiven him for abandoning her, but the pull between them remains undeniable. Jebediah seeks shelter, hoping Clara will protect him from the vengeance that his past has caught up with. He asks her to help him escape, but Clara knows that the moment she chooses to help him, the town will never forgive her. The people of Redstone see Jebediah as nothing more than a reminder of the violence that ripped apart their lives. Clara's mind is torn between her duty to the town and her lingering feelings for Jebediah. She knows that if she lets him stay, it could cost her everything she's built. But at the same time, she can't just let the man she once loved die in the cold, unforgiving wilderness. As Clara stands at the edge of the town, she faces the most difficult decision of her life. The wind howls through the empty streets, and the weight of the decision presses down on her chest. The outlaws are closing in. She has to make a choice. Clara, Jebediah's voice cracks the silence. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm asking for a chance. After a long, tense pause, Clara makes her decision. I'll help you, she says, voice steady, but filled with the burden of what that choice means. But not just for you, for me, for us. And with that, Clara sets into motion a plan that could save or destroy them all. The arrival of Hiram Dobbins in the showdown. Hiram Dobbins, the leader of Jebediah's former gang, is on a rampage. He's hunted down everyone who's crossed him and is hellbent on finishing what he started finding Jebediah and exacting a brutal revenge. With Jebediah now in Redstone, Dobbins and his gang are closing in. The women of the town, led by Clara, prepare for the inevitable confrontation. Clara knows that the town will never be the same after this. She has to decide whether to protect Jebediah, who might still be a dangerous outlawer, risk everything to bring peace to Redstone. As night falls, the sounds of approaching hooves fill the air. The outlaws are near. Clara, standing at the front of the town's makeshift barricades, looks out across the barren landscape. In her heart, she knows that whatever happens tonight, the town will either fall or rise. Jebediah stands beside her, ready to fight for his life, but also for the woman who chose to trust him. The townspeople, women who have never had to raise arms until now, stand shoulder to shoulder, ready to defend their home. The stakes are higher than ever. Hiram Dobbins rides into Redstone with his gang, guns drawn, and a bloodthirsty grin. You can't hide from the past forever, Jebediah, he sneers. But Clara isn't afraid. This town belongs to us now, and we fight for it. The standoff as fierce gunshots echo through the streets as the women of Redstone, led by Clara, hold their ground. It's a battle for survival, but it's more than that. It's a battle for freedom, for independence, and for the future of Redstone itself. In the end, after a long and bloody fight, Jebediah faces Hiram in a final showdown. Clara's heart races as she watches, hoping that this man, the one she loved, can finally make peace with his past. In a moment of unexpected bravery, Jebediah turns the tables on Hiram, bringing him to justice. The town is saved, but the scars of the past remain. The town of Redstone slowly begins to rebuild, but the road ahead is uncertain. Clara has made her choice. She's led her people through fire, and though she's lost much, she's found something worth fighting for. Jebediah, though forever marked by his past, stays to help rebuild not just Redstone, but his own broken soul. Clara and Jebediah never fully reconcile their past, but they both understand the importance of what they've fought for: survival, redemption, and the strength of the human spirit. As the sun sets over the town of Redstone, Clara looks out over the land, her land. She knows that tomorrow will come with new challenges, but for the first time in a long while, she feels a glimmer of hope. And so, the story of Redstone continues. It's a tale of survival, redemption, and the power of choosing who you are, no matter the cost. For Clara, Jebediah, and the people of Redstone, their journey is just beginning. End.